Babatunde Bolatito. The chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Taiwo Oyedele, has said that Nigerians earning minimum wage or a little above it will be exempted from the pay-as-you-earn tax under the new tax reforms. Oyedele disclosed this via his ex-endo as he answered questions about the tax reform bills. President Bola Tinubu earlier in September this year transmitted 4 reform bills to the National Assembly for consideration. The bills are Tax Bill 2024, which is exempted, which is expected to provide a fiscal framework for taxation in the country, and the Tax Administration Bill, which will provide a clear and concise legal framework for all taxes in the country and reduce disputes, among others. At least 19.43 billion naira was spent on the maintenance and operation of the presidential air fleet from July 2023 to September 2024. The federal government spending showed that for 2024, the payouts amounted to 13.55 billion naira, representing 66% of the allocation for the fleet in the 2024 fiscal year. According to reports, most disbursements were labeled foreign transit fund, typically funds allocated for foreign exchange requirements to facilitate international transaction and engagement. In the context of the presidential fleet, such funds are used to cover expenses related to operation outside the country, including fuel purchases, maintenance or services in foreign currencies. A government official explained that when aircraft or fleet are abroad, payments are often made in US dollars or another foreign currency to ensure uninterrupted operation. In July 2023, 1.52 billion naira was disbursed in 2 tranches of 846 million naira and 675 million naira for Presidential Air Fleet Foreign Transit Fund. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has stopped importing refined petroleum products and is now uptaking fuel from Dangote Petroleum Refinery and other local refineries. NNPC's Group Chief Executive Officer Adeleke disclosed this at the ongoing conference of the Nigerian Association of Petroleum Explorationists, which was held in Lagos, and themed Resolving Nigeria Energy, Trending Energy Security, Sustainable Growth, and Affordability. This is coming at a time when some petroleum marketers insisted that they will import petroleum-made products and sell at a price lesser than the $20 billion refinery. President Bola Tinubu had earlier said the country spent an average of 2 trillion naira on fuel importation monthly. The Independent Petrol Marketers Association has secured an agreement with Dangote Petroleum Refinery to leave product directly. According to the association, this will ensure availability of petroleum to Nigerians at cheaper rate. IPMAN National President Abubakar Girima announced this at a press briefing in Abuja following a meeting of the National Working Committee of the association. He explained that Dangote Refinery has obliged IPMAN to leave PMS, AGO, and DPK directly from onward supply to IPMAN depot and retail outlets. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Betokun, has said police officers protecting the arrested foreign hackers were on an illegal duty. The Nigeria Police Force announced the arrest of 130 suspects linked to high-level cyber crimes, hacking, and activities threatening national security. The group included 113 foreign nationals, 87 men and 26 women, mainly from China and Malaysia, as well as 17 Nigerian collaborators. However, In an investigation conducted, it was discovered that foreigners enjoy police protection before their arrest. The convener of the Conference of Life 2024, organized by the Living Christ Evangelical Ministry, LISEM Headquarters, Elisha, Reverend Oluwayemisayo Oduwale, has implored Christians in particular and humanity in general to live a life of holiness and always remember that everyone will give account of stewardship before God. Reverend Oduwale made a call at the Thanksgiving service clamored the 2024 annual conference of the church in Elisha as members of the Living Christ Evangelical Ministry, LISEM, from different parts of the state converged at the church headquarters in Elisha for a special Thanksgiving service that clamored the annual conference of the church as they sang and danced in appreciation to God for his faithfulness over them, despite the challenges bedeviling the nation. Speaking on the theme of this year's conference, which is heaven, Reverend Oluwayemisayo Oduwale said the theme is a reminder that humans are sojourners on earth, hence the need to make heaven top priority. Reverend Oduwale noted that the convention, which started about 54 years ago by his late father, Bishop Olayimika Oduwale, had remained a veritable platform for winning souls for Christ and witnessing the miraculous work of God. Muslims have been admonished to dedicate their lives in service to Allah while on earth, as everyone will give account of their stewardship in the hereafter. The Chief Imam, Qorib Ijetu with the Central Mosque, Alhaji Muhammadu Kasali, gave the admonition at the 40-day Fida'u of Alhaji Masurat Oladimeji in Osogbo. The 40-day Fida'u of Alhaji Masurat Oladimeji brought together dignitaries from far and near, including notable Islamic scholars, children, families, and friends who gathered to pray for the disease as he journeyed to the great beyond. In his sermon at the Fida'u, the Chief Imam of Qorib Ijetu with the Central Mosque, Alhaji Muhammadu Kasali, described the late Alhaji Masurat as a devout Muslim who served Allah and humanity wholeheartedly. He maintained that our exemplary lifestyle is reflected in the lives of our children who have excelled in their different fields of endeavors. Some of the children of the disease among whom were Jumoke Adesina, Korede Oladimeji, Lolarewaju Oladimeji, and Fejisayo. Thank Allah for the life of their mother, whom they describe as epitome of humility. They noted that she was their moral and spiritual support and would be greatly missed. Moses Simon and Samuel Chukwueze were among the added bearers of the Super Eagles in camp in Cote d'Ivoire ahead of preparation for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Benin Republic. The Report says 6 players, Amaz Obasoge, Rafael Onyedika, Frank Onyeka, Fruno Onyemachi, Gabriel Osho, and Fisayo Delebashiru, also arrived in Abidjan. Also there were Captain William Ekong, Ademola Lukman, Simon, reigning Africa Player of the Year, Victor Osimhen, and 19 others were also invited for the qualifier. The Super Eagles will seek 6 points against Benin Republic and Rwanda in the closing round of the 2025 AFCON qualifier campaign this month. Displaced children stand near a flooded United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees tent following heavy rain in Kassala, Sudan. Climate change is helping to drive a rising refugee crisis, adding to the huge number of already displaced by conflict, according to a United Nations report. It was reported that the number of people fleeing from conflict doubled more than 120 million over the past decade, 90 million of them in countries with high to extreme exposure to climate-related hazards. Half of the displaced people are in locations affected by both conflict and serious climate hazards, such as Myanmar, Somalia, Sudan, and Syria. And that ends the evening news on OSBC TV. Please join us at 7 for the major report.